Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, or good evening, good evening, good evening, good afternoon, depending on what time you're watching. My name is Antonio Ghost, and I'm super excited, incredibly blessed to be here with you guys today. Welcome to our noon hour tech show. Hashtag shout out to all the replay viewers. Shout out to all the replay viewers. I'm super excited to have you guys here. You know you're not watching the replay if you can't see the little live symbol at the top corner right there. If you don't see that live symbol, then you know that you're not live with us. But hey, listen, thank you for being here. Hashtag AG replay, hashtag AG replay for me. If you're watching the replay, listen, my name is Antonio Gosa. I am the president and CEO of AG Technology Consultants. We've been in business now for we started our business in college, actually in college, a long time ago. And and I've had a love affair with helping people. And during this time in this season, as you know, we are living in some unprecedented times. And I went to God and I said, Lord, what can I do to be, oh, I didn't do my sound check, guys. Oh, it's working. Okay, I got to do my sound check. So I went to God and said, God, how can I be a blessing to people? I love to give and love to serve in this day and age. And God said, do a show. And I'm like, a show? Yeah, go on Facebook Live. Everybody else doing it. Why don't you go and do something? So I said, sure. I always had a desire to do something like this, but my goal here is just to be of value to offer you guys any type of tech questions you may have. Feel free to ask them. Post those questions in our feed and our chat. Post those questions and we'll get to those questions. But today, I'm not going to take a lot of time up at all because I have a rock star. When I tell you, now you don't really hear me. I'm saying it again. I got a rock star with us today. I got one of the most brilliant minds that I've ever seen. Creative and just this is somebody you want to get to know. If you can get an autograph, get it now, because there's gonna come a day and a time when you want to be able to get close to her. So I'm super excited to have her here. But she's backstage. She's getting ready in the green room, so we'll bring her live in a few moments. But let's get to, so as you know, we always say we want you to like our page. So make sure you like it, share it, comment, like, share it, comment. So get people on, like, share, and comment. For everybody who shares today, you're going to actually have, I didn't have my screen showing. Let me go do that again. Take two. Take two. So for those who are here, like, share, and comment, because we have a little special promotion going to take place for everybody who shared on today. We're going to do something very special, so you don't want to miss that. So our agenda today, as we always go through, our agenda is we're going to have a little quick tech tip of the day. I won't take long, I promise. Then we're going to get to our special guests, and then we're going to have a little Q&A for anybody who have comments. Make sure you post your comments, and therefore we can display your comments. And then I have always end up with a few announcements for the day. So I won't belabor the point. I want to get right into this. I'm going to actually go right into, let me stop this. And I'm going to talk about, this is a little teaser for you guys. This is just a little teaser. I didn't do the tech tip. By the way, I did do the tech tip, tech in history today, because guess what? It was nothing really, it was kind of boring. It was nothing out there that was exciting, something about, again, Apollo mission to the moon or something like that. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to skip that for today. But here I want to talk about, it's a little teaser. Next week, we're going to do a lot next week talking about video conferencing, all the Zoom platforms, the Google Hangout, Google Meets, all of the WebEx conferences. We're going to talk a little more detail about how to effectively use those and which platform to use. So here's a little bit of a teaser. I'm giving you a couple tips and tricks. So a little teaser for you guys. Number one, to switch things up, you want to change your background. If you want to just switch things up a little bit, just change your background, okay? And I'm going to show you guys how to do that in your in your various meetings, particularly in Zoom. I'll show you how to do that. Also, you want to make sure you mute your audio and turn your camera off. Turn your camera off by default. Now, I don't tend to really like that one. And as you guys can see, I'm multitasking because I'm believing in God. I'm gonna get a producer, and then I won't have to multitask here. But I gotta check in on the page on Facebook, make sure that it's up and going. Yeah, it's up and going. So mute your audio and turn off your camera by default. This particularly for ladies, because ladies tend to, want to make sure everything is perfect and pristine. Guys, we just get on, we look a little rough, we just get on and keep it going. But here's another tip. You can mute and unmute yourself on Zoom with just clicking the space bar. So a lot of times, I know I get stuck doing it a lot where I'm scrambling trying to unmute myself, where I see people, oh man, I muted myself, how do I do it? I'm going to show you guys how to unmute yourself and mute yourself by just hitting the space bar. Now, Zoom also, here's a third little another tip for you guys. Zoom just came out with something. They actually gave it to the free version as well. It used to be in the webinar version, but it gave it to the free version. So you can actually react to emojis on the screen. So this is a tip I'm going to really talk about when you're on a conference with your boss or your manager, or you're doing something like that. I'm going to talk about that because it's very helpful to let them know that you're engaged. Because if you're a person who has kind of a short attention span, or you kind of got your kids at home, you're multitasking, you want to do things to let your person you're talking to know that they're with you. So I got about 10 different tips I want to talk about on how to effectively work your Zooms and work your different various video conferencing platforms. So come back next week, and I haven't set the date, which day I'm going to do it yet, but it will be one day next week. We're going to plan out those things. So now I'm ready to go. So again, like, share, comment, repeat it. All right. So let's talk about our special guest. We're going to welcome right now. We're going to actually, did I click it? Yep, I did. Yeah, hey, listen, don't judge me. I'm still learning. So don't judge me. So we're gonna welcome our special guest today. This young lady I've been knowing for many years. In fact, I honestly, to be honest with you guys, I call her family. We like family, and I try to do everything I can to be a blessing to her. She's been a blessing to me and our family. She is a creative genius. She is all about empowering our community and empowering our people. She goes above and beyond to make sure we spread our dollars in our community. But one thing that's for sure is she loves to help people. She helps take brands to the next level. Let me tell you guys something. Let me tell you guys just a little something about Keeana Barber. She's a powerhouse. I mean, her company that they have built, they have service. I think her numbers are wrong. I need her to update her website because she has serviced over 5,000 clients according to, but I think that is really wrong. I think she's probably closer to that 10,000 range right about now. But she has just a plethora, a database and a client base that you would not believe. She helps people from politicians to celebrities, people literally all over this region, and in fact, all over this nation. She's helping people. So help me, guys, welcome to our, let me bring this out. Help me welcome to our podcast show. I don't know what to call it, but help me welcome none other than Keeana Barber.
Hey, Antonio, how you doing?
How you? Oh man, I'm super excited, fantastic, and ready to go.
I know you got me pumped up with that intro. I'm like,
listen, that is real talk because I'm telling you, there are a lot. First of all, you're African American, you're a female, and you're making the doggone thing do what it do. I'm telling you, you are a champion. You're founder of the Legacy Awards, which I want you to talk a little bit about. But you do more than just print business cards. You do more than just give somebody a website. You do more than just put up a banner. You do more things than just that. I think your tag, we got a comment that says, hey, Keeana from Ascenta, you have I think your vision, I'm going to bring it up on the screen here. Your vision, I believe, says we bring visions to life.
Absolutely.
And I think that's a phenomenal tagline because you help bring people's dreams come true. Our tagline is we serve you so you can serve others, and yours is we bring visions to life. So tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, where you come from. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm over here doing some technical things myself. I'm trying to share this live because it's not a live feed on my page just yet. So I got to add marketing 101. You got to add a caption, right? You got to add that sizzle line for people to be interested and want to tune in. So okay, I got it down. Right. But yeah, like you said, we've been knowing each other for a long time. I've been in business going on 15 years. So I've been an entrepreneur. Just very blessed to be able to help other entrepreneurs do that, bring their vision to life, be able to bring that idea that they have and make it real. And we know it's no other real way than through marketing, through the way that the brand looks, through how it sounds, through what people's experience is. So we're very blessed on a daily basis for so many entrepreneurs to walk in here, whether they've been doing this for 15, 20 years to somebody just brand new with an idea, and we're able to really bring that to life. I'm excited in our business that I've been able to expand. So I started just doing graphic design. I was just that. I could help bring the visual side, and I would sub out printing. But over the years, we've expanded to where we actually now print most of the stuff in-house. So like that retractable that you have behind you, we were able to create that. But we also do more now. We do photography, we do videography, we do websites. So it's so many touch points to the brand and so many important areas that we just want to make people look good. It's already a challenge. Me and my partner James say all the time, when we in the trenches with you, it's hard to be in business already. So if you're in business, you got to look good. You got to convince people that your brand is the brand that they should support. And a lot of that has to do with the quality, but also the way that you sell it, the way that it looks. What's my experience like when I go to your website? When you hand me that business card, do I feel like, okay, this is a solid business, this is a business of the future, or this is somebody who's just trying to make it, so it makes a difference. And we just try to, like I said, bless people. It's more than just about getting money from people. We just really do our best to try to make sure that we leave our customers walking out looking good so that they have a fighting chance to succeed.
Right. That's awesome. So Keeana, tell me a little bit. Let's get right into some. People say, well, why you have a technical show and you have a marketing person on your technical show? Well, let's get into a little bit about it. Tell me something that. Tell me about a tech challenge that you overcame as a small business owner to help you go to the next level, particularly in this quarantine stay-at-home mandate that we have in our country.
Yeah, so that's a good question. So I actually was telling somebody earlier that I was going to be on this show, and I was like, she's like, oh, what you going to be talking about? And I was like, really how to use technology to improve your marketing. And she was immediately interested. And it's because most marketing now is tied to some type of digital platform. So whether that's your website, whether that's, through email marketing, through social media, all of these are tech platforms that you need to have kind of really revved up and ready to go to make your marketing as efficient as possible. We still do old school marketing, flyers and print and things like that, which is still effective, but a lot of it's online and digital. So you got to have your technology on point to do that. So I would say, I know we talked about this a bit. One of the things that I did was invest in a really good CRM. So for those that don't know, I'm like a CRM nerd. It's customer relationship manager. And what that means is most of our businesses, we don't know our customers that well. So we do a lot of restaurant work. So you got this high traffic. So you might be getting at any given point, 50 to 100 people that are coming through the door every single day. What are you doing with that data? Do you know who they are? Do you know their contact information? Because why? If they came to you and you gave them a good experience, they are much more likely to come back to you. So as opposed to spending dollars on new people, you spend way less money by actually marketing to the people who are already there. So a CRM helps you do that. It helps you combine. So who's Antonio? I got Antonio's email. I got his phone number. I know that Antonio is an entrepreneur. I might have Antonio's birthday. So a week before his birthday, I'm sending him out a coupon special to say, hey, WDB wants you to come back, get 10% off. So a CRM was something that we invested in to really be able to market to our clients. Like you said, we've serviced over 5,000 businesses and they want to hear from us. They don't want to just think, we need to be in front of them.
It's really so like 10,000. Stop playing yourself. Like more like 10,000 customers.
I know. So maybe I got to go back and recount my numbers. I know. But so yeah, I would say a customer relationship manager. I can recommend a couple, but there are, hundreds out there. But you have like HubSpot. You have a lot of them that you can use to actually organize that data. But I think it's a lost opportunity amongst a lot of our businesses. I ask people all the time, I said, do you have an email database? And they're like, no. Well, they might have it, but they don't use it. When the last time you sent the email out? That's free marketing. If you go through certain tools, you can actually email out for free. And you're reaching 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 5,000 people. And what's unique about them is they're people that are already familiar with your brand. So they're much more likely to come back. As long as they got a good experience, they're much more likely to come back. And I always liken it to the big boxes, to the McDonald's and the Chipotle's of the world that continue to market to you. They don't take for granted that you're thinking about their brand. They're going to email you. They're going to constantly reach out to you. If you go shopping at a retail spot, they're emailing you after that because they want to constantly keep you as a returning customer.
Right. So let's talk about CRM. Let's stay there for a minute. The CRM. Let's stay there for just a moment. So that sounds expensive, right? So let's talk to that person who is Let's talk to the individual right now who is a small, maybe they work a job, but they have a business idea, or they have a small business, and right now it's kind of a hobby. They want to go to the next level because they don't know what's going to happen with their job when they come out of quarantine. So let's talk to the small business with the CRM. How can they start doing stuff now to prepare themselves? As I always like to say, to not just survive this, but to come out of this thing thriving. So a CRM sounds expensive.
It's not. That's what I said. You have to do your research. So my tip is you own your data. You really get to know the data that you have. So now is a great time if business has slowed down, if you got more time on your hands, to really understand who's been servicing you, who are your top customers. You know, it's always that 80-20 rule. 20% of our customers give us 80% of our revenue. Are you paying enough attention to them? So going back down to a CRM, there are CRMs that are free. So HubSpot offers a free solution that you can use. It's a great solution that you can put in everything: company name, phone number, email, all of these very important things, and you can create up these different sales funnels. So I might create something, just as an example, not to get too technical, but let's say I'm a coffee shop, and I have all of these people who come into my storefront. I've never used their data for anything. The first thing I might do, one, is send them and say, hey, we're still open. Here's our limited hours, but we're still open. And then now I can actually control that messaging. If 1,000 of those people open it up, you can have your CRM set up to say everyone who opened that email, now they get a second email a day later that says, hey, get $1 off if you come back to us. You know, so like that's what I mean by having technology and data and using it to work for you. So you actually have to work a lot harder to advertise and market, because you're actually working to people who've already come to support you. So you can set up a HubSpot. Another technology tip is you can integrate most CRMs with your website. So let's say you're like, well, how do I collect all this data? You can have it right now. If somebody goes to your website, they can leave their company name, email, phone number, whatever you want, and it automatically ports to that CRM for free. So now you haven't touched it. All you've done is send people to their website, and now you automatically have all that information. But it's a lot of things. MailChimp isn't a CRM; it's more of an email marketing system. But you can email up to 2,000 people in your database for free. So it's free solutions for everything. Most of these CRMs, their high price points are for enterprise. Therefore, when you got 5,000 emails or 10,000 emails or 20,000 emails, most of them have either free or solutions that are under $50 a month if you're a small business and just starting out. But like I tell people all the time, you know, marketing can get expensive. We got inexpensive solutions and we got expensive solutions. One of the cheapest solutions that you will ever have is an email database for under $100 a month. It's one of the cheapest solutions you will ever have. I have my email system. I got 5,000 clients. I can send out as much as I want. I can communicate them with as much as I want for $100 a month. I've been doing this a long time, and it's something that, like I said, most people do not do.
Well, first of all, that's the comments we're getting here. That's incredible stuff. I'm gonna put a couple comments up, but right now I want to tell you guys, we stop for just a moment. Like this, share this. Here's the reason why: because we got something very special going to take place. It's a drawing going to happen. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you guys now. For every person who shares this broadcast, this live today, you're going to get a 30-minute consultation with Keeana Barber to talk about your business. I don't care if you have a home-based business, what kind of business you have, your church, it doesn't matter. She has agreed. Listen, she has given up. She charges a minimum of $250 an hour per consultation for corporations. She is going to do it for free for our audience. 30 minutes of consultation for free. So you have got to go and make sure that you like this broadcast. Share it. I mean, not like it, but share it. So that way we can actually do a drawing and pull. And I'm kind of figure out how to do that. I think I know how to do that. So let me ask you this. So let's talk about your business for a moment in the next few minutes. Let's discuss. So you talked about CRM being one thing. So how are you adapting? How you have a customer-facing business where people come to you.
Yes.
So how are you adapting and overcoming this stay-at-home thing in your business?
Well, you know, it's a challenge for us in two ways. Like you just said, we're a retail spot that people come to us and place orders and do things like And the second thing is our clients are business owners, and business owners are the number one, people that are impacted by COVID right now. Most of them don't have storefronts that they can open up and even operate and go to. So it makes them need us a little bit less. But you know me, Antonio, when you're an entrepreneur, you got to have some hustle in you. So we still hustling, we still working. I've been suggesting ideas. Like you said, I try to think about my customers anyway and how we could be a resource. So I'm thinking about people. I text one of my big clients yesterday that I know was open. He has 3 locations. And I said, hey, I see somebody saying that you need now open signs. Let's get them done for you. Had them designed, printed. He was able to pick them up. And that's going to help his business. So I'm thinking about creative ways and specific clients that we have that we can adapt and do different things. We are offering contactless delivery. So a lot of people are doing what you're doing right now from the comfort of their home. They're going live, they're broadcasting, but they don't have any branding up in the background. I happen to have, my whole decal up behind me, but most people don't. So we're offering stuff like retractable banners where we'll design it, print it, and deliver it to you contactless. So you don't have to worry about anything. And then you can continue to look good for all your meetings in your home. And of course, one of the biggest ways that we've pivoted it is we've been trying to offer as many digital solutions as possible, specifically websites. A lot of people didn't have an option to sell on their website. In 1 week, we've been able to make some miracles happen. In 1 week, we can transform your website to an e-commerce platform. So if you had products that were in the physical store, so that's one way that we've been able to adapt. And again, you look at the big corporations. You got everybody from Wendy's to KFC offering free delivery. Why? Because they need it and they need the customers. So where normally this would be a 4 to 6 week process, it's like we have to improve on our efficiencies. 1, to be able to answer to the call of our customers faster, and 2, to keep the money generating.
So tell everybody where you're located at, Keeana.
We are in the lovely community of South Holland. Very proud. We've been here going on 2 years. And I always consider it, I like to say, we like to invite everybody, whether you're ready to order or not, once all of this is over with, because we have a lot of ideas, inspiration for any entrepreneur. So I think even if you're not ready to order yet, you just got an idea, you have some things that you want to do with your brand, come by, get inspired, connect with me. This is a family company. So most of the people that work for us are entrepreneurs in some right or another. So they understand that spirit. So we're here to just inspire people. So you got our address below. I like your setup. But we're right.
Give the phone number out for those who listen to audio.
Yeah, so we're still working. As you can see, we have limited hours, but somebody is available, thanks to AGtechnology, to always answer the phone. So if you call our office, well, you have my cell phone port. That's another technology tip, right? I invested in a phone system that ports my office phone to my cell phone or to any phone that I want. And I got that through you. So if there's somebody's calling and they're calling from my partner, I can forward them from my cell phone. They never have to know that they're talking to me on my cell phone. They think they're just calling the office. So that is a technology tip.
Like some good technology.
It is some good technology. Yeah. So I mean, it's a great thing. So I've been able to work where we've only been open a couple of days out the week. I answer all the calls are important, so we're not missing any opportunities. So you have the number below, which is 708-527-3090.
So give her a call, guys, 708-527-3090. Again, 708-527-3090. Keeana will bring your business to life. I will say this as we get ready to wrap up. I know we're going a little bit longer because I got the VIP of VIPs with me today.
I thought we were just getting started, Antonio.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys a little something. I'm gonna kind of, that's what I'm looking for. Telling myself I was scared to no end to bring Keeana Barber on the show because she's a marketing genius, and I'm like, she gonna rip this stuff apart. Like, why you got the banner over there? Why is it not like this? And I know her because her eyes so detailed.
I'm also about adaptation. I like the fact that you have your brand out there. Period. We can always work on perfecting and getting better. And I think that's what made me be able to sustain in business so long. It's not about being perfect. It's about continuing and pushing the vision forward. You can always, and one of my mentors who's a multimillionaire, very successful businessman, tells me all the time that perfection and progress really can't stay in the same lane. You have to be able to move forward. Now, it's always a improvement that can be made, but you got to move forward. You got your branded polo on, you got your retractable in the background, you consistent, which is the other thing. Business is about consistency. I'll share this story before I leave that, we were very blessed that we got this big warehouse space, but I started off with one room, about 200 square feet. but I was consistent. I came every day. No, this was before I met you. It's not Sibley. This was before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Sibley was about 700 square feet. Sibley was a come up for us. It was this was like literally one room. Like we couldn't even keep our orders we couldn't even fit our orders inside of our office. That's how small the office was.
Wow.
But I still showed up every day. If I said I was open 10 to 5, it wasn't a main storefront, I was there. So business is about consistency. But because people knew that they could depend on me, because they knew that I took it serious as a business, that's how we grew from 50 customers to 100 customers to 250 to 500. So everything is about constantly doing it. You can always improve. As we do this now, I'm tearing apart my business model. I'm tearing apart my website. I'm tearing apart everything and saying this could be better. This could be done better. But you definitely you got to move forward. You can't get so stagnant in the thought process that you don't move forward. What they call it analysis paralysis. A lot of us have that, where we get so focused on trying to make this thing perfect and figuring it out before we launch it that we fail to launch it, or we miss our window of opportunity. So move it forward. It still has to be a strong idea, but move it forward as you can continue to perfect it. I'm sure you're doing that with your 12 o'clock hour. You're doing it every single day. As you do it, you're improving the technology, you improve.
Oh no, what happened? Oh, there she go.
And you build a platform that people can actually. And you building a platform that people can look to.
So. Listen, hey guys, listen. This is awesome. Before we wrap up, I want to. Before we wrap up, I want to ask you had that comment.
Was it any questions?
Oh, there we go. I'm going to scan it just a moment. But listen, we're getting ready to wrap up. We're going to be here maybe another 3 or 4 minutes. But for those who are just coming on, we want to make sure you share this, because Miss Keeana Barber is going to actually give out 30 minutes of her time. And she got one more promotion to give you guys too. So you don't want to go yet. But 30 minutes of her time to consult with you at your business. Even if you got an idea in your heart, right? Even if you got something you're thinking about, she's so creative. I mean, we was talking last night on the pre-show. Let me tell you something. She started throwing stuff at me. I had to get my pen. I started recording because I'm like, my wife said, she is just in her. It's like when she started talking about marketing and business and vision, it's just like, boom, you just lit up and you just went in like a Mustang and hit that 5th gear and just went down the road. By the way, Mustang today was was the first day the Mustang was sold today. Like, so that's why I had it in my head. But anyway, Ascenta, I'm gonna call. If you're still here, I need you to do me a favor. If you're still here, I need you to go look at the people who shared, and I need you to put assign a number to each person who shared the broadcast. I'm trying to do it myself on my screen, and I can't really do it from my screen. So I need you to assign a number to every person who shared. So make it random. So if Felicia, our cousin, if she shared, just assign a number. And what we're going to do, the way we're going to do this is we're going to have Miss Barber just call out a random number, and then Ascenta is going to correspond that number to the person, okay? That'll be the person who wins, all right? So I got 2 more things I want to discuss with you. You talked about text marketing is becoming a really big thing, texting. Mm-hmm. It went from first being mailers, then it went from being email marketing, and people got to figure out ways to just kind of block emails. And now you have people doing texting, and texting has become a viable form of business communication. It blows my mind. You got CEOs sending text messages and people in Congress using that information. I mean, it's amazing, and it works. So talk about text marketing and A, talk about that a little bit. And then B, where do you see the next trend of marketing going?
Well, that's a good point. So text marketing is something that we're trying to do more. That's one of our other things that we're adapting to. And it's because most people have their phones with them at all times. People open 90% of their texts. I don't know what the email rate has went to. It gets pretty low sometimes because we get inundated with all of these emails. And like you said, it's easy to tune them out, but 90% of the texts get open. So that's why so many people are going to text marketing, because it comes to the phone. I'll break it down for people who don't know. It's a couple of platforms that you could use. You could use Easy Texting, easytexting.com. Most of them are going to charge you per text, and it'll be between 2 and 3 cents. But again, so you can control the amount of people that it goes to, and you control the amount of dollars that you spend. But it's a great way to do mass communication. You can send images now. You can do short codes and links and different things like that. It's also a good way to do opt-ins. So this is something. So let's say you do a digital flyer or you do a printed flyer and you're giving it out to all of these people and you want to collect their data. Having a 5-digit short code that they can text to opt into your email list that you can now market to them is one of the best ways, but we don't, again, use that enough. So if you do a digital flyer and you're saying, hey, sign up for 5 marketing tips to rev up your business now by texting 555 to WDB, that's another way that people use it to grow their database and to actually be able to collect even more data from the stuff that they're sending out. So text marketing, like I said, is just a new wave. And everything is visual. That's why we got into the visual side of things. So you got to have a video in 2020. I tell people that you got to have a visual. Everybody's consuming their content by visual. So they want to hear from you. Everything doesn't have to be so polished. I believe, of course, in polished professional videos, but you should always just still be incorporating. You should have something on your website that's a message from the CEO where you explaining your vision or your mission or even a COVID-19 response, where you at right now. So visual is everything. And that's really what we push. Another tip that I give to people all the time is photography. I invest in photography now at least once a year. Why? Because we see so much new stuff. Our eyes we see things as dated very quickly. I can look at a picture and see that it was taken 3 or 4 years ago now. I always liken it to the Best Buy commercial where as soon as you were buying a TV, the new model was coming out. So we get inundated with so many new things. The retina is changing, the resolution is changing and everything, that you have to keep updated, polished images. So invest in photography at least once a year. It would be the best $350 to $450 that you ever spent, because your website images look better, your social media looks better, your print graphics look better. Everything looks better when it has a nice professional photo. So that's always the most cost-effective tip that I can give to people, is that photography and that video is something that you have to invest in, because you can post it on all these free platforms, but if it looks good, that's how you're gonna get the traction.
I'm in agreement. I think, I heard a lady say this. I heard a lady say this, that somebody said, let me take a picture. And literally it was like a random little selfie. Said, no, I put lipstick on. And I'm like, it's a selfie. She says, listen, it takes you 3 seconds to snap that photo, but that photo will last a lifetime. And I said, oh, I got it.
Yes.
So
I got one last tip. I know I'm going over a little bit, but just going back to social, marketing is now all about the story. It's all about the story. So people want to hear the why, the passion. Like when you talked about me, you talk about I'm passionate about helping Black entrepreneurs. That's the reason why people are going to come to WDB, because of our quality as well, but they're also becoming because of the mission. So when you're on social media, you don't just go on social media to say, hey, I got a sale, I got a retractable for sale. I go on social media to tell a story, to talk about the businesses that I'm impacting, to talk about what I believe in, to talk about what's next and what's trending. So that's the other thing. If you notice, even all corporations, they no longer have this hard sell. Everything is mission-based. If you look at a lot of commercials right now, I was looking at a commercial the other day, I think it was Kia car commercial, and they were talking about how they donated the second round of $1 million to families that were impacted, to specifically to homeless youth that were impacted by COVID-19. So they didn't use that ad spin to say, hey, buy this Kia commercial. They used that 30 seconds to say, hey, this is what we're doing in a time of emergency for our country. So everything is about the story now. It's not just about a hard sale. When people believe in your mission, when people believe in you, they're going to buy from you. But it's really about you selling what it is that you believe in, and how people, once they support you, how it helps a greater mission. So that's it.
Awesome. Listen, we can talk till tomorrow, and I know you are on. Listen, you are on radio show. I mean, every time I turn on the radio, you're on the radio talking and doing an interview with somebody. You own channel 5, I think. Channel 5, channel 7.
I miss my radio. I miss all of that. I haven't done any of that since COVID. So yeah, that's why I'm talking so much today, I think.
You have been doing all kind of shows. I mean, I look up you with this celebrity, with that person. So I'm gonna ask a question real quick. Are there any questions out there for you guys? Put the questions in the comments. We got one question here. I'm gonna post it in a minute. But any questions for Keeana Barber of WDB Marketing in South Holland, Illinois? Please let us know. This is being streamed also for the very first time, Keeana. We're streaming on YouTube. So this is for the first time we're streaming on YouTube. So we had a couple questions, and I'm going to put them up now. This question comes from Brittany Taylor. She was one of our guests on yesterday's show. She is the founder of iTech Teach You. She was on yesterday. So the question we have from Brittany Taylor is, how long did it take her to open up the storefront? So go for it. How long did it take you to open up your storefront?
Well, like I said, so just to rewind my background a bit, I was in promotions for about 2 years before I actually pivoted to doing marketing and design and print. So that was about 2 years in, and I started small. Again, I started with 150 square feet. My rent was $300 a month, including utilities and everything else. And then I moved after 2 years. I was able to move to 700 square feet. That's where I met you. We were there for 8 years in Calumet City. And then now we're in 4,500 square feet. So I always suggest to people, yeah, it's great to get a nice fancy office, but you start with what you can afford. I didn't start with any more than I could afford to actually pay out of my own pocket, honestly. People don't know this. I wasn't generating money when I first moved in. I had just started that. But so start small, use these incubator spaces and things like that, these shared office spaces to start if you need to. Don't take on too much expense. I could have never afforded this when I first started. I would have went out of business. It's nice to have a nice fancy office and all those different things, but not at the expense of your business.
Awesome. So we got another question here. Guys, thank y'all for being here with me. Typically for our faithful followers, we're here about 20 minutes. But this has been so good. Okay, we've had over 55 people shared. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do I don't think I'm gonna do the live today, but do the drawing live because I got to go back and pull them up. And I'm still gonna have you pick a number, and we'll come back. We'll just post it in the comments. So come back to the comments and see who exactly won to share. Listen. I think it's because of you. We got all these people on here.
I don't know.
So listen. The question here says, "I love the content from Audrey." Elder, young man is an elder in the church. Elder Audrey Phillips says, "I love this content. Definitely helpful. What platform are you streaming from?" Well, I guess that's a question for me.
Yeah,
we're streaming from StreamYard right now. StreamYard right now is what we're streaming from, and I'll give you guys I'll throw it up here in just a second. I've been, I've gotten a lot of questions. A lot of questions on like which platform should I stream with, whether it be Zoom, whether it be someone costs a lot of money. So I'm all about helping the small entrepreneur, the home-based business, to take the image to the next level. What's going to separate you from everybody else? That's what I'm always very passionate about. So I found StreamYard. So next week, as a little teaser, next week I'm going to actually do a very detailed presentation on the various platforms that you can stream from. And I'm going to see if I can throw this up there now. So here's like so I can even do so it's called StreamYard. See that? It should be at the top right here in the corner now. It says live with StreamYard. So I'm doing it with this particular company. You have a free version and you have a paid version. I'm using one of the paid versions. Honestly, it's only $25 I'm using. And I'm actually streaming from here. I'm streaming to YouTube as well. So it's the first time doing that. So but it's various tools out there. You have to find the tool that works best for you. And just like Keeana, I think here at AGtechnology Consultants, one of the things that we try to do always is customize a solution, your technology for you, because one thing does not always fit everybody. So we try to find out what you can do, what's going to work for you and your company. So I think we got a couple more questions, and then we're gonna go. But people still popping them in. We'll be here all day. Yes, okay. She said, bring her back on to do the. Somebody said, bring her back on to do the Q&A. All right, we may do that. We may do a quick pop-up live and to do a Q&A. We may do that. I think that's all the questions that we have. Keeana, any final? Oh, you got to do your promotion. We talked about retractable. You had a promotion for retractable.
Yeah. So again, we're doing the nice, lovely retractable that you see behind Antonio. Where we're doing the design, the print, and contactless delivery. So you never have to come in and see us. We can handle everything by email, and then we'll deliver it to you. And we're doing the whole bundle for $200, which is phenomenal.
Hey, can I get some money back?
I know that's the only thing about running promotions. That's another thing. Whenever you run a promotion, hey, people are like, "Can I get my website for the price that you're running right now?"
Can I get a little bit of that back? That's phenomenal. So you guys only see half of my retractable. It can be done. It can be done actually through It's a full banner. So at the bottom, I have my phone number. I have more information. I got it set now for a tabletop, so just only showing the logo.
Yeah, so it's
only
7
showing
feet
the logo.
tall. And these are the ones that you see in the vendor shows everywhere. So it has a traveling case that comes with it. Pop it up wherever you are. So yep, it's 7 feet tall. It's a retractable banner. And we use the premium stands, so the ones that don't break. But yeah, it's a great investment. I don't care what you do. Like Antonio got it at home. He could take it to a show next week if we were having shows next week. And that's what I love about retractables.
Hey, Keeana, I think I came up a little bit. I'm actually in my office, so I'm not at home today.
Are you at your office? Okay.
I'm in my office today. Well, listen, guys,
people don't know. This should be my home office behind me. You know, nowadays you really can't tell.
Hey, I know, right? I guess I'm trying to brag a little bit. I don't know. I bet, you know, when you get cooped up at home, sometimes you get a chance to get some fresh air. You're like, hey, let me get out and get some fresh air. So listen, I have a person said they want a retractable. Hey, call Keeana. I'm at that number on the screen and actually get with her. And she'll take care of you guys. But listen, you guys go hashtag, if you watch the replay, hashtag AG replay. Also go and hashtag AGtechtips. Go to in the show notes, go and you like our page, subscribe to our page, because we do tech tips. I think there's so much to talk about, Ken. You got a magazine and everything. We didn't talk about your magazine. You got a lot of stuff going on. So
we have a publication. And again, that's part of my give back, you know, is just to empower the community. Like you said, that's just really what I believe. It's not a selling point or anything that I feel like we have the obligation. I started this publication, one, because my brother passed from violence. So I wanted to create something that helped to change that narrative and help change and empower people. And two, we were just meeting so many amazing people that had nonprofits or people like you. So it was all these resources that were walking through our doors. And I said, you know, people need to know about it. The community needs to know that there's people out here that's fighting on their behalf, that are trying to do great things that we often don't see. So we just recently rebranded. They can go online. It's voiceoftheshy.com. voiceoftheshy.com. We actually have a print publication. The next edition, I'm excited. We're going to do a hero edition where we're going to highlight some of these amazing people. You talk about amazing. We have some clients that are giving out hundreds of meals a day. I just had Diane Latiker come and drop off some, I guess these are like safety quarantine bags. Her and her husband are putting these together themselves. They're giving out hundreds a day. They're going out in the community. They went through their own pocket, got everything, all the supplies and everything. They're literally just going out to the community. We have some of our clients. I had one restaurant, Lexington Betty. She had to close her shop to the public, but she's still feeding the community every day. They're giving out hundreds of meals to healthcare workers and everything else. So it's some people that during this time have really stepped up, and it just moved me so much. I said, man, it's time to shine a light on them and just to highlight them, because you can lose everything but still be thinking about other people. And when people do that, you just want to shine a light on them and let people know that it's hope out there, even with everything that's going on. So yes, you can definitely, it's a free publication, voiceoftheshy.com, and we'll be printing the next edition in May once things settle a little bit.
Felicia said, awesome magazine. Indeed, it is an awesome magazine. Hey, listen, guys, we got to get out of here. It's been an awesome pleasure. Let me come back into the shot. It's been an awesome pleasure to be with you, Keeana. I am so grateful that you gave me a little bit of your time on today. It's very valuable. It means a lot to me. As we go, God told us to do this and to be of value to people. You have any technology questions, you can post those questions in the comments. We'll do our best to get back to you and answer those questions. If we don't have an IT department, if you need some assistance and help, reach out to us. I didn't put my own phone number up there today, but you guys know how to find me.
Put it up there. I can do a quick endorsement. If you did not know, Antonio is my tech guy for everything. I'm a super busy entrepreneur. He jokes with me. He knows my personality style, and I'm just like, hey, make the decision, make it happen. And he knows I don't even go back behind him to check it, because I know he's gonna make the right decision. But he's been a great partner in helping us grow our phone systems, all of our internet systems, everything that we do technology wise. I leave it in Antonio's hands, and I do it because he has the same quality that I have, and which means he cares beyond the paycheck, beyond the money. He cares about delivering quality, and he knows that when he gives great service, that service just goes on to impact and help so many other people. So yes, AG Technology, that's my tech guy.
Well, I appreciate that. I can't pay for that. Listen, I had to buy, say, maybe I Uber eat some food over there or something. Listen, guys, it's been an awesome, fantastic, incredible pleasure to be with you guys. My name is Antonio Ghost. I'm the president and CEO of AG Technology Consultants. You can always reach us at 708-483-4823. I always leave by saying this. Listen, we're right now in a season where you may be quarantined, you may be shut in the house. But let me tell you guys something. We're going to come out of this thing not just surviving. We're going to come out of this thing thriving. So get with Keeana, call us so we can help you guys. And like in the Bible, when the 3 Hebrew boys was in that fire, they came out they didn't come out smelling like smoke. They didn't have the smell of smoke on them. So guess what? We're not just going to survive. We're not just going to survive this thing. We're going to thrive in this thing. So guys, take care. God bless you. Guess what? I love you. It ain't nothing you can do about it. I holla. Keeana.
Bye. Bye, Antonio.